everyone, and welcome back to the Green Room Podcast. My name is Massimo Di Stefano. To my right, I have...
Yet again, another week of not being Massimo. I'm Brendan Ayton.
Celebrating that? What are you...
I mean, hey, I can't be so somber about it. If I'm going to continually not be you, I might as well embrace it.
Is that even a good bit anymore?
I don't know. We'll might as well just keep continuing.
We'll trash it at the end of the season. How about that?
I'll continue it.
Well, no, we'll make a new bit.
Let us know.
We're here at the Franklin Theater in downtown Franklin, Tennessee, doing this podcast for people
Yet
like
again.
you and
Yes, thank you. And thank you if you listen to the Chad one. It's our most listened episode right now, and I've gotten a lot of good notes and comments about it. So
ton of fun
thank
to
you.
do. Ton of fun to do.
Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah.
If there's
Chad's
anyone
the
else you
man.
want to see, like Chad or someone, and you know them, let us know.
Yes,
and,
if you know
we'll,
anyone big that would like to come on the show, send them our way. How are you? How was your week?
Week? Have we not done one in a week?
No.
Oh, busy. It was good. I worked a lot. We had a rental here for a few days, and it was like 12-hour days every day.
Yeah.
So
Hey. Good money.
and yesterday was Sunday. So, and I played a few churches,
Yeah.
So, again, long day, but whatever.
Long days.
Hence the coffee. And I have if you see me munching, I got pancakes. Not that
I
side.
apologize in advance. I know how awful it is to listen to someone eat. I'm going to try my best to edit it out and
I'm
post.
pushing the microwave.
Yeah, but now they couldn't just hear you say that.
Yes, I can.
I know. I'm going to try my best, folks, but you can tell one of us listens to podcasts, one of us don't.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I love to give Massimo a hard time.
Yeah,
about
you
that.
do.
I think you should listen to more podcasts.
I listen to podcasts.
Yeah, but you don't listen to like fun one. No, just like you listen to serious podcast, like serious, which is fine. But
Fine,
I
give
think
me.
the
I've told you, give me ones that you listen to that you think, or at least ones you
I've
think I would
mentioned them
like.
on the show before.
I don't remember what we talk
It
about.
was like episode 2 or 3, I think. Maybe even the first.
Look,
very
here's the
first
thing.
Episode.
We do these things, right? I go to edit them, and the second I go to edit them, lose my mind, and then I done editing.
When I go to post them and I got to make the bio, I
know.
literally blank
Yeah,
completely.
if you don't like the bio for episodes, this
listen, man. Listen, my brain is also
as well as the title, because you just named it episode 1.
Yeah,
Episode 2.
season 2 we might change it up.
No,
We
we're gonna have
maybe
like
will.
titles and like what happened here? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Trees
Anyway.
and airplane. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
like catchy names. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine. How are you doing?
I'm
all
good.
that to say.
I'm tired. I'm good.
How was your weekend? You had a busy weekend,
I
huh?
did, yes, we finally had the hardcore festival I've been talking about for weeks now. Bad Fest
Woo!
finally happened. Shout out! I'm wearing the shirt.
That's a shirt. I don't. What
Yeah,
is it?
I would turn around and show you the back, but then it'd be awkward because I got to stand up and do the whole thing. But the back has like all the bands on it, all the names of the bands.
I think you should turn around.
Okay. Well, then you're gonna have to get it in the wide shot, and I hope I don't mess up the focus. Yeah, it's got shout out more weight. We played first.
What if I just left it on your angle and they didn't see anything?
They just saw my butt the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, you can stare at my flat butt the whole time then. You can stare at my cargo pockets.
I might do that.
Don't please.
Okay.
It was awesome. It was so much fun. Thank God it wasn't too hot. It was hot for load in, but for when the people were showing up, it wasn't too hot.
And this was an all day thing, right?
Doors were at 5.
Oh.
Show started at 6, but it went until about 10 o'clock ish. So it was a
Oh, okay. I
longer
I don't know
show.
why I thought it was longer. Honestly. When did you load in and stuff?
Last year it was longer because we were in a smaller venue, and loading the bands on and off stage took just as
So
long
long,
as
yeah.
the sets. So
Oh, really?
it would take like bands will play for 40 minutes, and it'd take almost 30 minutes to get, because it's metal shows, so if it's one guitar player, like we had the band was there this year. Luckily we had some help, on stage and stuff, but stereo guitar rig, but you have 2 cabs and 2 heads, and you have drummers bringing, because it's metal, you have 3 chinas and splashes and all the stands for all that.
Unbelievable.
And so it's like it's a lot of stuff to get off stage, and it takes time, especially in a smaller venue where you only have one little doorway to get off stage. So luckily this year, bigger venue, turnovers were like 5 minutes.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Was there
it
a
was
house kit
awesome.
though?
Yeah, Zach provided
brought a house
a backline kit because the house kit was decent, but
Was it still the? I've played there once. Is it still like the weird
we didn't
weird
use that.
flower thing on
Yeah.
the side? Yeah, that would have been nice.
We didn't use that. No, we used Zach's Pearl. It sounded great. A couple of the drummers complimented him on it. Said that it played great. Super bouncy. They said that it's played super nice. He tuned them really well beforehand. And so they
Zach,
sounded good.
I know Zach. Zach Britt is the drummer for More Weight,
Yeah.
and he was in my audio class for at Dark Horse, and so
Yeah.
I know him well, and he's a good
Yeah, he was
drummer.
on top
and
of it.
he knows his stuff.
Yeah.
So-
So it was awesome. We played 5 songs. We did one cover of a Knocked Loose song, and so it was called Bad Fest is the name of the festival.
Okay,
Put
yeah,
on-
yeah. Tell us.
Yeah, it
Give
was
us the
put on
rundown.
by the clothing company Bad World Anarchy. With Jack Babel runs it, and it's kind of he also runs it with Jacob Crowley, the singer of More Weight. And it's like a clothing company. They go to Memphis and they go to Murfreesboro to all these hardcore metal shows and just sell merch and promote and get their stuff out there.
Only
which is
at
awesome.
hardcore metal shows.
I mean, metal shows, hardcore shows. They just did it. There was a boxing match at the Cobra the other day, and while there was a
What?
boxing match, there's a metal band playing on the side, and then they were selling merch. Like, dude, that is so cool.
Like,
that is so cool.
that
like
wouldn't
a
be my
literal
vibe.
boxing match.
That wouldn't be my vibe, but I just want to go to see that
dude.
happen.
And back
all in
and
the same room.
and if I'm thinking correctly, I think you can smoke in that place. So just
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
it's just cigarettes in there.
Oh, great.
There's a hardcore band and there's a fight. Dude, that is like out of a movie.
That is a movie.
That is a movie.
That is a
And
movie.
The other night was a movie though. Anyway, it was it was so much fun. We played great. Anyway, yeah, we did a song with Jack. He came up. It was awesome. And we were the least heavy band on the bill. So we played first. But that was nice because Jacob, the moment he went on stage, he went up to the mic and he goes, "Listen, we're the least heavy band of the night, so you have no excuse to be up front because the whole rest of the night's just gonna be mosh pits and people
Yeah.
throwing hands and just knocking each other over. So it's like, this is your break. So you might as well be up front and enjoy it while you're here before you get demolished," basically is what he's saying. And so it was awesome. It was a good turnout. I think it was like 150 some people, maybe 200 people.
How many people? It was the East Room, right?
East Room, yeah.
How many people does that hold even? I don't even know.
It was kind of tight
yeah.
at the height.
So they probably
yeah.
cap at maybe 2.
I think I'm also bad with it might have maybe only been like 150ish, maybe 150, but
But you
it
said
was,
150.
It was packed in there. But like when you look at the videos, the ones I showed you, I'll tag one in it.
Was the balcony full?
Yeah, there was people standing behind me too. But the thing
Oh.
is that it's a metal show, so there's a mosh pit, so it's like you make room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it was full with a mosh pit.
Behind, like underneath the balcony,
Full.
where you can't see,
Yeah,
there's just
yeah.
people everywhere,
That's
and like
cool.
all along the bar. But then
So yeah, it did. So it was a good turnout then.
it was all. I think they said it was the best turnout they've had. This is the 4th year.
Where's parking? Because
So that's the fun part.
There's like I've been there before, and there's like
That's
awful
the fun
parking.
part. Luckily, the Cobra's across the street,
and then
and the
just let
Cobra
you-
show that night didn't start till later, and so you just
Ah.
park over the Cobra, and then you'd leave by the time their show was starting. Or there's technically it's a paid to park lot behind,
Boo.
but it's one of those where it's like 2.5 or over 3 hours is a certain rate, and it's like $4 an hour. So
That's
it's
not
like
bad.
if you're willing to just pay whatever's gonna be $15 and you just park there for 6-7 hours. whatever.
Also, everyone knows, or if you don't know, park at the library because it's $10 for the day or for
Yeah,
the night.
well-
$20 for the day, $10 for the night.
yeah,
Total flat. That's it.
yeah.
So
If you're in Nashville, park it. Well, maybe we shouldn't put that in there because I don't want everybody parking in our spot.
what? The 5 people that
Park
listen
at
to this?
Nissan. If there's nothing going on football wise, park at Nissan and walk over the pedestrian bridge. That's what you really should do because it's free over there. It's completely free and it's a
Well-
football stadium's lot of parking.
Did you see? Speaking of parking,
Anyway, so can I finish Bad
Oh
Fest?
yeah.
Anyway, Bad Fest was awesome. All the other bands were great. Shout out Wielded Steel, Waxed, Blood, BLUHD, Blood. They
Wow.
crushed, bro. Still here, crushed. They used to go by another name, Purity Among Thieves, and they have a decent following in town. One of their songs, Enemy Among the State, has like reaction videos on YouTube, and it's pretty popular. And they rebranded about a year ago, and their new stuff is awesome. So shout out them. And then Bazooka Tooth was a headliner, and they crushed.
Bazooka 2.
Yeah, they were drummer, one bass player, one guitarist, one singer, and the female guitar player and the singer crushed. They crushed. Female guitar player also screamed and sang and stuff. It was awesome. Yeah, shout out Bad Fest, shout out Bad World. Bad World is gonna probably not gonna put on a show for a while. It's gonna focus on clothing and more stuff like that for the next couple of months. So go buy some stuff from them. They're the best. And it's good quality stuff. This isn't embroidered, but they also make embroidered shirts and embroidered sweatshirts, sweatpants.
Do they have stuff I would like?
Yeah, they have like this is like obviously it's like the Bad Fest logo. This was on all the posters and stuff too. But
Do they have like cardigans and stuff?
yeah, they have all kinds of
Okay.
stuff. They have
You guys
sweaters,
don't
they
know.
have hats.
They don't know.
Know what?
I am a cardigan guy.
Oh yeah, he wears cardigans.
Guys,
like
We didn't. Yeah, you guys. You've only known summer Massimo.
yeah, you wait until the beginning of next season when
Dude,
it's a little bit cold outside.
I'm ready for it to be cold. I've been
love it.
saying that ever since it got hot.
I think that
Actually,
the best 30 days of weather is October 15th to November 15th.
I'm with you on that.
And that's coming from me from Michigan. So
Is that Michigan 30 days or Tennessee 30 days?
so far so good here. I feel that
It's
way
the
about
same.
back home, and so far I've only been here for 4 years. The last 4 have been good. So
You've been
So
here
far,
for
so
4
good.
years.
this is 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. So this is the 4th year. I'm in the 4th year right now. Because I moved here during COVID. I moved here in August of 2020.
No, it has been. Oh, it's been 3.
Well, but I moved here and I was here in 2020. So you count it.
But you-
2020,
But
2021.
in August, before August, you weren't
Yeah,
here.
but if we're talking about this October
But it
to
is
November
August.
thing. Yeah.
So it's on the dot 3 years.
on the dot. This is on the
3.
dot 4.
It's 2023.
Yeah, but I moved here in 20. So you count the year.
No, you don't.
Do you count, folks? Put it in the comments.
If you subtract 2023 from 2020, what do you get?
Yes,
You get 3.
3. Yes, but that's basic. But you got to think. Don't do that. Think about life. You actually like.
What
I
does
was.
that have to do with
I was
math?
here during 2020. I was here during 2021. I was here during 2022, and now I've been here for 2023. That's 4 years of me being here.
No, you're actually wrong. Okay, August 2020 goes around the calendar. August 2021. That is 1 year, correct?
Yes.
No, 2021. August 2021
Yes,
to August
I know what you're
2022.
saying, yes.
That's 2 years, correct? August
Whatever.
2022 to August 2023, which is right now, is 3 years.
So I've been living here for 3 calendar years, but in 3 years in a row. But it's been over 4 calendar years.
by like a week.
What?
It's still August.
That's what I'm.
What? I don't know where you're going.
Because now let me do it.
Oh my god.
I was here in 2020. Yes.
part of it.
Yes, I was. In August of 2020, I was here. I
Yeah.
lived here in August of 2020.
Sure.
And then I did. And then I lived here in August of 2021. And then August of 2022. And now I'm living here in August of 2023.
Dude, that's so wrong.
That is 4 different
I can't
calendar
believe
years that I have lived
you
here.
don't see.
I see what you mean. So technically, yes, it's been 3 consecutive years, but it's been over 3 consecutive years over 4 calendar years.
Still no.
We're both right, technically.
Wait, over a fork. Okay, you are saying it in such a
I'm doing it
weird
in
way.
calendar years, not in years continually.
Not in the actual time that you spent here, which is 3 years.
calendar years. I do stuff in calendar years.
No one does that.
Yeah, because in the past, if someone
What?
goes, what'd you do in 2020? I'll go, well, it was COVID, and then I was in Nashville. So I'm going to count it as living here.
Okay.
I'm not going to say, oh, well, it doesn't really count until my first year of living in that.
No, they asked you what you did in 2020. That's
Yeah.
different than it's. You've been here for 3 years. You've been here for 3 years.
You know we're both right.
No,
we both are just thinking.
I'm
differently.
right.
We're both
You-
right, technically. We're both
But you're
technically
just
right.
saying it's so. Why?
It's just the way
Oh
my
my
brain
gosh.
works.
I thought.
Listen, I
weird
also have
things.
whiplash this weekend at the show.
That's why.
I
Okay, we
had
can
been
blame
really
all
hard,
this faulty logic
and I have
on
a really bad
on-
headache, and my neck hurts bad.
We can blame all this faulty logic on your
Even though
poor
it's technically
state
not
of
faulty
health.
logic. It's not.
If you guys in the comments don't freaking agree with me,
Well,
I don't know why I'm threatening our
Be the
viewers.
first comment we've ever had because we haven't had one yet. So
No. We had one
Hunter-
guy on YouTube.
shout out Hunter, also our buddy Hunter.
No, that wasn't Hunter. On
yeah,
YouTube.
but our buddy Hunter.
He did.
Commented on Spotify a little thing, so that was nice. Shout out
Comment
Hunter.
on Spotify. I should know that.
I set it up for that.
There was a comment on the YouTube video on Chad's episode.
Oh, what did it say?
Good interview.
Oh, nice.
I feel like the
Thanks.
guy's name was John, but I
Shout out John.
probably don't remember
John.
that
Yeah,
correctly.
my grandparents, not my next door neighbor ones, the ones
The other ones.
my other grandparents. They my grandpa on that side listens to the show, and he's a couple weeks behind, I think. So shout out, you're listening to this now probably. But yeah, he listened to the episode, and he was like, yeah, it was a great episode. He was like, I listen to the music, not really my type of thing, but it was a great episode. So I was like, well, perfect. That's all right.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
He wants me to send him videos from the show, and I texted him. I texted
are
him.
you
I was
sure?
like, I'll warn you, it's not
It's a lot.
it's not light music. Yeah, it's not like easy listening.
It's not Frank.
It would not play in the elevator. Although nowadays,
Well-
like Ice Spice is playing on the elevator.
Oh my
So
god.
if Ice Spice is playing on the elevator, why can't More Weight be on the elevator? You heard it here first.
You did hear it here first.
Also, my favorite thing about my band name is that like if it's really common right now in the scene, like this Nashville hardcore scene, for bands to do like collab albums.
Mm-hmm.
Like half the bands in this town have collab albums where it's like the bands get together and write 4 songs together, and then like one drummer does 2 songs, the other drummer does 2, and they match every. You know what I mean? They do the whole thing.
Mishmash.
But, I forgot where I was going with all this.
The band name.
Oh yeah. if we ever like do it or whatever, we can be like, oh yeah, we put more weight on it. You know what I mean? Like put some more weight on it. It's a good little, and like anything like that, like, oh dude, that guitar tone is heavy. Yeah, I put some more weight on it.
Okay. Oh my god.
Isn't it just perfect? It's perfect. Shout out More Weight. What a great band name we got. I love it. I think it's a good band name too, and it's based off of, I don't know the actual story. It's like a poem. I don't know if it's fictional or not. It's a cool story to read based off of a story in the Salem witch trials where a guy's wife is accused of being a witch,
Okay.
and then he's like professing like she's not a witch, she's the love of my life, like she's a good person, like the whole thing, and then the whole town turns on him, and then he lays in the street, and they put like stones and stuff on his chest,
Yes,
try to
I've
get
heard them doing that.
yeah, they try to get him to like confess or whatever that she's a bewitched or whatever the hell, and they're like, what are your final words when they know he's gonna die? He just says more weight. Yeah, and so it's kind of cool. Yeah, so I think it's a cool band name. I think all of that put together, it's a cool band name. So yeah.
You
Anyway,
said something in the middle of that made me think of something else.
I need to read more poems. If
and
that's what they're like.
I just
I need to maybe read more.
I'm with you
Rick,
on that.
I got Rick Rubin's book. I'm like a quarter of the way through it, but I keep getting busy and reading like a chapter.
I
and then
still haven't
putting it
even
down.
finished the when Rick Rubin had John Mayer on his podcast. I still haven't even finished that. I'm like a quarter of the way
Dude,
through.
Rick Rubin
I'm gonna start it over to
is
listen to
like
it.
the dream guest, also, but in a different way than any
Yeah.
other person we talk
Well,
about.
like I was listening
Because
to
it's
that.
like I just want to like be in his aura. Like I'm not a super spiritual person in that sense of like, oh, his
There's
energy
something
and his
about
aura
him.
and stuff. But dude,
I feel like when he walks into a session, it's just like, oh, I don't know.
it's like,
Something's-
oh shit, we're in Rick Rubin's presence now.
he no, I was listening. Well, the little bit I did listen to that, it was very much like John would start talking, and then he'd ask like another question on top of it, and then they go a little tangent, and he's
Yeah.
like, well, and then John would start explaining. He's like, oh, what about this?
And it's
I
just
was like,
tangents
I
on
know,
tangents.
which is
Yeah.
totally the way that I think. So like, and I talk. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Another good podcast that I actually haven't listened to. I just watched the clips on Instagram. O'Neill Burbridge, I think is his name, the bass player of Grateful Dead right now.
Burbridge.
He also plays with Tedeschi Trucks Band. My
Oh
favorite.
yeah.
He has a podcast, and he has on he's had on John Mayer. He has on the guys from Grateful Dead. I think he's had on Dave Matthews, and they just talk
Dave.
music, but they also talk like just that kind of like energies and auras and kind of all that like trippy mushroom kind of stuff. But
Trippy
it's
mushroom.
cool. It's a cool conversation to actually listen to and just hear it. It's just cool to listen to. I don't know. Yeah. So shout out. Anyway. Yeah, I'll end my Bad Fest, Bad World thing with it was a great time. Look forward to next year.
Do you think you go to a different venue?
We'll see. This venue was awesome. It was perfect for the event. There was
Yeah.
a lot of space for moshing, but there's also the upstairs where you can
If you want to get away.
And there's literally a giant, like 5-6 person
Yes.
couch up there. You can get away, you can rest. They have a nice bar. They have liquor and beer, but they have cheap alcohol. Like I have
Do they do food?
no. But you can bring food in, and there's a food spot right next door. There's a pizza spot
There
across the
is.
street.
Well, there's
like,
a ton of stuff right there.
yeah,
on
it's
that.
there's
Yeah.
a CVS and a Walgreens, a Subway right next door. Like there's a lot of
I've eaten
stuff
at that
around.
Subway.
Yeah, me too. So it's just like I think it's a perfect spot. I mean, I have no say. I don't put it on. Jacob does, and Bad World does. But
No, I think that's cool, and
It's a
I
good
think
spot.
if you grow in numbers in the audience, I think you'll move where would be the next venue then that you want to move to? If only
Exit
because
in.
the
probably
it got
exit,
too small there.
Exit in probably.
Really? Okay.
Because not only size wise, if we go somewhere next, needs to be a better production,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's the next step where it's not too big of a jump. But it's also like people at Exit In, like we know people like Jaron works at
Yeah.
Exit In, a ton of like good engineers that also work at other venues, bigger spots around town, work on tour even, work there. So it's like
That's
you can
definitely a
trust
cool
it'll be
spot.
a knowledgeable, good production. Not that East Room isn't. It's just
It's a
there's
step
one
up. That's
sound
it.
guy, and he
Yeah.
also runs the lights. So
Yeah.
it's like on an M32, by the way.
Of course, an M32.
Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys had to promote that whole thing, right? What are you laughing at?
So we plan these out, like kind of what we're gonna talk about ahead of time, but we don't
break
ever
the fourth wall.
plan out. We don't ever plan out the
transition?
the transitions and the turnovers.
That was
Oh,
my-
man,
that was
just
my-
made me laugh. That was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually there was a lot of promotion, a lot of like going around.
like
but
social media.
there was a lot of that, a
promotion?
lot of posts. In the
Now I'm gone.
Dude, they posted the poster of it, the brown one with the white letters,
Yeah.
like every other day for like 4 months straight. And I'd repost it like once a week, and then leading up to more
I
than that,
reposted
but
it actually.
You did, shout out, yeah, and you followed Jacob too.
I did.
I was with him. He's like, Mosmo followed me. I was like, yeah,
It's like, well, you followed me.
yeah, perfect. So, yeah, we did.
Cool. Well, we wanted to talk a little bit about the social media game of like being a musician and how
Yeah.
that kind of impacts
And I'll get this I'll get this ahead of time.
what
I don't do this very well for myself as an
you
individual.
don't.
I haven't posted on Instagram really at all since I've been here. I posted one time to promote this podcast when we first started it, and that's it. I haven't
I
posted at
know.
all.
Hi, guys. Sorry, we've been kind of lacking on the Instagram front and all that, and TikTok. Kind of suck at that
I'm
right
just
now.
not good.
No, I've been
I
so
have a hard
busy. I haven't
time
been able
with
to.
coming up with the social media content. I have no
I don't.
problem posting it and doing the like analytics and the watching and all that kind of stuff, but coming up with actually what to post, I'm not good at. That's my problem. I think what I need to do to get back in the like thing of posting is do some photo dumps, get some cool stuff out of the way, get some regular posts going like once a week, and then so that I can start posting. It's not like, oh my god, now Brendan is just bombarding my page with posts out of nowhere because he hasn't posted in
So-
3 or 4 years.
I have been doing social media since like actually trying to do
Yeah.
it and grow an audience since 2019, since I graduated high school. Ever since then, I have either been posting drum clips or I'm on YouTube doing stuff or whatever. Mostly drum clips or like clips of like me at a gig, pictures, whatever. I've done a couple days of just getting pictures of me on my different kits, which are up on my website. So like I can say, hey, this is the gear I have. So it's stuff like that where it's like I never thought of it as like I got to be a content creator. Of course, that's what I guess it's called. But that wasn't going through my mind. It was just a display of what I am and what
Yeah.
I do, and I figure like, well, I gotta display it all.
You're just
right?
basically extending your vision that you're seeing in your eyes to other people.
Well, and what I am, not even the vision of what I
Yeah.
want to do. Not that isn't included, but just of like, this is who I am and this is where I want to go, I guess.
Totally.
So, okay, what do you think? Because you took the business class at Dark
Yeah,
Horse.
I'll
Do
be
you
honest,
remember
I had a hard time.
what the
in that
biggest social media platform is? The best. If you could only pick one, which one would
Well,
you pick?
I know it's like
The best one.
analytically, isn't like Facebook has actually the most outreach still? Like,
Not you picked it for the wrong. Yes, Facebook is the best, but because there's just the most amount of people on there.
yeah, and it's
But like if
They
you
have-
like add Instagram like Twitter or something, like it still does barely reaches Facebook. Like
Yeah.
Facebook just is insane the amount of audience you're
but
going
it's
to reach.
LinkedIn, right?
What?
LinkedIn is like the technically.
No, Facebook.
Yeah, it is Facebook then. Okay.
Yeah, I just said.
Well, yeah, but
Facebook.
you didn't go. Yeah, you're right. It's Facebook. So I assumed that
I said,
I
yeah,
hadn't
Facebook.
guessed it. Oh, okay, yeah. No, yeah, I don't post on Facebook either. I just use it for marketplace.
Well, you can like on Instagram, you can flick the thing that says, "Hey, post the same thing to Facebook."
I just don't.
So
post
you
on
don't you
Instagram
don't
either.
even have to like
I actually think I might have that set up because when I was
unless
in
you
Europe,
do
I
Facebook
had
and
it.
Twitter or X, whatever the hell that is. I'm not gonna get into that. I don't know. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know.
My Twitter isn't like a actual like my Twitter. It's just an account that I have so that I can see Twitter. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you'll be my arm into Twitter because I don't want a Twitter.
Okay. Oh, my neck, dude.
Stop popping your neck.
Oh my god! It literally, while you're talking there, all of a sudden, I just felt this like more weight on my neck. I just felt some more weight on my
More
neck.
weight.
Yeah.
You're unbelievable.
Yeah, I literally actually did feel some pain, but then I was like, oh, I got to put the tag on this. Put some more weight on it.
Oh my gosh.
The guys are going to love this. I'm going to send this to them. They're going to love this.
Yeah, send them this clip. Like, yeah, social media. We could post this clip.
Yeah.
That's all this really is. Is just like
Yeah.
doing this and then taking the snippets.
Yeah, I just because it's like I have a hard time because that's not my innate personality or reaction. Just be like, oh my god, hey guys, this like I'm not that guy naturally.
Well,
I'm more chill about it.
What I've learned is
know?
that you do okay. Let's say you do something like in my case, I play a gig, right? That in itself is a long form piece of content, right?
Yeah.
Let's just put up a phone, do whatever, just get it on video or something to record it and to have it somewhere. Then you go back and see, okay, now how can I? Because that is only one type of content. How can I now diversify and get it onto different platforms in different ways
Mm-hmm.
to reach as many people as possible, right? So then you make short form content, which is now for the past few years been the way to go, the vertical format. Yeah. And small bites like that. So now like even an hour show, do you think how many little snippets you can make from just an hour show?
Oh, dude, Chad's episode
dude.
alone, we could make
Yeah.
a ton of little snippets.
Exactly. So it's partly as simple as that, and then learning how to edit in a software,
Yeah.
which is
And
not,
you may be listening to us going, well, you have a podcast. Why aren't you actually doing what you're saying?
That's a great question.
Very, very good point. Yeah. No
no
clue. To be honest, I don't know anything about video stuff. So
Did you just put it on me?
I can you let me finish?
No.
Okay, then yes, it will seem like I put it on you until you let me finish.
Go.
You letting me finish?
Finish. Gosh.
But I think I could do it. I just not killing it at the bios or the titles like we talked about earlier.
That's obvious.
But wow. But I also like I'm willing to do whatever and learn and do it. I just don't know. I just don't know.
Is it because you don't want to know, or because you don't care to know? Or that's a stupid question.
Neither.
You don't? So
I just, to be honest with you, because I don't do video stuff, unless you tell me to do it, I'm not going to do it because it's like I don't want to step on toes, be in the, you know what I mean?
Well, no, but it's like I think this is a good point because like other musicians are like, I don't want to do the whole social media thing.
I just don't want to. Yeah, I just don't like doing it. I have no problem doing
That's-
it if
okay.
I'm told to do it. I just don't innately like doing
I
it.
think that's part of it. Then is that some guys just don't want to do it. Do you think it's just not worth the hassle?
It is worth it, and I should do it. I
Okay.
just don't. It's not in my wheelhouse of comfortability. Just be like,
Okay.
yeah, let's do it. So I've got to really feel driven to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I get that.
And nothing that
I think that's valid.
Like
I think a lot of guys feel like
yeah,
that.
I'm probably gonna post here soon. Like I was saying, those photo dumps and maybe another.
Okay,
some
high
other
key though.
posts,
You've been
but
saying like I'm gonna post soon.
I know.
Like
exactly. See, this is
the
what I'm talking
whole
about.
season.
It's because I say I'm going to post and then I go to do it and I don't like anything that I can come up with. And I
That
go,
doesn't
this
matter.
Isn't going to be
Dude,
something somebody
you
wants to
should go
see.
back to my very first stuff.
Yeah,
It's
but
not good. It's not bad, but it's like I hold myself now to a higher quality because
I think
can.
I could definitely keep doing Instagram, like just posting pictures with a caption. Whatever. That's fine.
Or like do like a
I can't,
like a
TikToks,
20-second bass cover.
See, that I can't do.
Why not?
I'm not that guy to be like, hey guys, watch me play.
Don't say watch me play.
That's what you're doing though by posting
A 20-second clip.
yeah, because you're
20 seconds.
posting a picture of you, a clip of you playing for people to see, which is you without saying it, saying, hey, look at me play.
No. Oh yes.
I was about to
I had
say,
to process that.
okay, if that's no, then it's 4 years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I just with social media stuff, I have a hard time coming up with the content. You know,
okay.
it's
I
like
feel
how
that's
do
a
you
lot
how
of
do you
guys' problems.
come up with the actual other than just posting it and being like, this is this, go check it out. You know what I mean?
Well, it's as simple as that sometimes. It's like I don't know. Like what okay.
Like,
no.
let's-
I'm gonna say what do you do? What do you do? You're a bass player, you play guitar,
yeah, but let's do
you're
this
an
example.
engineer.
Let's use this as an example.
Okay.
That song, that guitar part I've got.
Okay.
Let's say if we recorded it, did the mix whole thing, we decided we're gonna release it, not under me as an individual, like my name.
Okay.
Well, yeah, under me, my individual, my name.
Okay,
sorry,
whatever.
Sorry. My
Doesn't
name.
matter.
I'm gonna release it.
Okay.
Walk me through how we social media this.
Okay, you're saying the song's done and you have a recording?
Yes, but we also, while we were recording the whole
got a
thing,
video?
we got like behind the scenes footage and stuff. We just didn't
That's
release it.
perfect. While
I don't
you're
like releasing it while
No.
you're doing it.
well,
Well,
you
because here's
could.
the thing, because we've been doing this with more weight for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then someone goes, hey, I saw you guys are in the studio. You guys they just assume that it's going to be out soon. And so
No.
I feel like you put this pretense. You
No,
put this
it's whatever then you put in
expectation.
the caption.
Yeah, but if you don't caption it, anything
Why
like
would you
that.
not caption it?
Like this was an instance like we put it on our story. We put some videos of Jacob playing guitar.
Just say, hey, we're recording. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Okay, part of like posting of what I've learned is like, who cares? You're posting it to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Their reaction to that is whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And you can't control that. You can say, hey, I would like for you to in your mind, you can say, man, I hope this gets this appeal, but don't be disappointed when it doesn't.
Yeah.
And not when. And not if, because when. Because you're probably not gonna get it.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it's this game of like I have to do this and it's gonna suck for a long time until it doesn't.
Yeah.
And within that sucky period is finding out what works and what doesn't work in terms of what kind of content and what kind of stuff you like to do. Because if there's an audience and you like to do something, boom, there's the moneymaker right there.
Yeah.
You know?
So like, what's the content? Like,
So,
like,
okay,
we were
let's
just talking
say
about
if it's, let's take this instance of like, there's a band we're recording, we're going to put out a single.
More
just
weight,
just that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So while you're recording, or even like at any point in the process of making the song from its conception to it's on Spotify, get as much BTS as you can. Not overbearing because the song's the priority, right? And I think in music it's different than maybe other areas of
stuff.
like content creation. It's like, because I know I've fallen into the trap of like I focus too much on social media and not enough on the actual thing I'm supposed to do. So
yeah.
make sure that's still number one. But get as much BTS of like whether it's pictures or video, and like hey like it's like in your car. I like doing the car things where you put a phone up in your car and like hey we're about to go in for the studio.
Yeah, but do you need to be so formal about it in the sense
No.
of like, hey, we're doing like, do you even need to say hey and address the camera like that? Like that's my problem.
You don't have to.
I don't like addressing the camera and speaking to the camera, being hey, other than like this, because it's the conversation.
Yeah.
I don't like looking at the camera and going, hey,
Well, then
my
don't
name's
do that.
Brendan. This is or hey, yeah.
And don't do that.
I know. I just
If anything, like something that just came to mind, which I've done before, is you're in the studio. Let's say you're in the control room. Someone's tracking. Just point the camera, do like a 360 view around, and get a little bit of the guy tracking, a little bit of the console, the room, like have someone else wave, and then that, like, no words, done. Piece of content.
Yeah.
Post it, and it's vertical. Post it everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, even. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, that's so. BTS is one type. Then I've seen. I don't know if this is a big thing, but I see people do it. Is they'll just do like a recording, like a post on Instagram of like just the audio file, and it's just like, hey, here's like 10 seconds of the song.
Yeah.
Like it's stuff like anything you're making or creating within the music making process. Share tidbits of that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you wanted to do like rough mixes, not to share the whole thing, you could say, hey guys, we're going in to record the final bits today. And it's like, hey, we're like this step closer to like
Yeah.
putting it
And
out.
we do have right now on SoundCloud for more weight. We have the iPhone recordings of our first rehearsals
Yeah.
of like demos of the songs.
That's cool.
So it's cool that like when the EP eventually comes out, whenever it does, that you
When
can
you
go back
guys-
on Spotify
When you guys
or
rehearse,
SoundCloud, excuse me.
put up a phone and like just as you're going, just put up a phone. And whatever you get, and then you look back through it later and say,
See,
that's a good bit.
But let's pause on that because that's the hard part: is going through and actually looking through it later.
Well, there's
and
post
choosing
work.
it.
There's always post work.
That's the worst.
Unless
part.
you know what you really want beforehand. But if you're like, I have no idea what I want, then in my mind, you just hit record and let it go. Because then you're going to get the natural thing of whatever happens as opposed to kind of pre-planning it, which sometimes to me is better most of the time, actually. So there's that. Unless you're like beforehand, like, yeah, I want to get this 20-second blip of
Yeah.
the song. Let's just run that 40 seconds so we get that 20,
Yeah.
which is something I do now with the drum covers I post on Instagram. I used to just do the whole song, but now what I do before I even sit down to play is I say I think like this little turnaround between the verse and the chorus is really cool. So I'm gonna get an extra 20 on either or 10 seconds either end, so I have just some coverage, and I just record that, and then there's my clip, and it takes a fraction of the time because I did that mental planning and the planning in Pro Tools of like this is what I want,
In
right?
Logic. Yeah.
Or what a nudge it? I don't nudge.
No, I said
nothing.
in Logic.
Oh, whatever.
Even worse.
I thought you said nudge. I'm like, I don't nudge nothing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Does that make sense though?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
hit me. What
I
else?
just have a hard time. That doesn't come natural to me. The instinct to want to do that.
Well, it didn't for me at first. I had to figure all this out, which is like I remember in 2019 when I was starting to get into this,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I already sat down. I was like, what are the things that I do? And at that time, I didn't do anything audio. I was just a drummer, right? And so I was like, okay, gigs, I do those. I can put up a phone at a gig and get the whole hour, whatever, and then I'll figure it out later. Which is one way of doing it, which is
Yeah.
I think the way a lot of guys start. I didn't have any mics at the beginning. I just had drums in a room, and that was it.
yeah.
So it didn't sound great, but it was like whatever. So most of what I did was gigs and stuff because I just plopped my iPhone 7 on a chair or something, and
Yeah. I think because more weight, we're looking into I don't want to put too much out there, but we're looking. I told you earlier we have some stuff maybe brewing, and if we get in ears, I'd really love to find a way to record my in ear what
Mhm.
I'm hearing. So it's always I love seeing
Bro,
that content.
I
love seeing.
I
that.
bought something like that to do that for the churches I play at because they all use headphone boxes and they have usually a through or an out, like another one. And like the stupid thing wouldn't work. I tried for like months, like different
Yeah.
things. It's
See, I'm wondering if
I'm
you
like,
got to do it
uh,
even dumber than that, and if it's like in your headphone box,
yeah.
you have a splitter on the actual 1/8 inch, and one of them actually goes to your headphones.
No,
and
that's
one of
what
them
I
just
had.
goes into the computer,
That's what I had.
and it just didn't work.
Didn't work.
Maybe your splitter was bad then,
No, well,
or
it
the
was,
cable that was going from there into your computer.
No, all the cable. I bought
Because the
all the
thing is-
cables new, my man.
Is that cable you might have to go 1/8 inch into 1/4 inch and then go into an interface?
No, it went straight to my phone.
That might be why.
There's.
I
no,
bet that's
it's
maybe the
called-
way to
I'll
do
say
it.
It's called the iRig.
I have
Have you heard
iRig.
that? I have that. Sucks.
That
I've
thing
not gotten
sometimes
it
does
to
not
work
It
at
sometimes
all.
doesn't work. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to put down iRig.
I don't
it
think-
honestly might be user
I'm
error.
not sure if they
but,
support
like,
it anymore. I don't know if they support the
the physical?
No, the software for it.
No, I heard you can just go to your phone camera, hit record video, and it'll record that audio on top of the video that it, on top of the video that it gets.
Oh, I never heard that. I don't know.
No, I've
never
seen
heard
guys
that.
do that.
Oh, I don't know.
Unless, I don't know. I don't want to have to bring a freaking interface to my church gigs.
I mean,
That's excessive.
yeah, I don't know.
Because one of them, I just knocked this guitar.
It's okay.
One of the ones is we're still out of like a school, so we have to set up the drums and the
Yeah,
plexiglass and like
that one
well,
does make sense. But if it's like a set thing and you just walk in and play at, you just have a little like we have like a little 2 interface, and you just have a 1/4 inch coming out.
Oh,
1/8
that's
inch.
so much work.
No, well, because we like my dream in-ear rig is you have a Scarlett, like what I like the quantum type thing where you have 8 inputs and 16 or 8 outputs or whatever.
Yeah.
And you have a stereo out for each of us, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Uh-huh.
and then the last left right you record the left right in your mix
Yeah.
of whichever
Yeah.
it is you want to record.
I'll even take a mono.
yeah,
I don't care.
'cause then you can record like 2 different in-ear mixes. if you
Or
want.
yeah, whatever.
Or have your own mix be mono.
Yeah. I know
I'll be
some
honest,
guys are kind of anal about
on the
like I don't need a
in-ears thing-
stereo mix. It's like okay.
I know we kind of derailing a little bit from social media.
I know, but
But on the in-ears thing, I've never used them, obviously, so I don't know what I'm speaking about. But I don't know if I'm gonna pay the money to get an in-ear rig. Might as well get the stereo, right? Like,
yeah, well, it's your budget.
does it matter
It's
too
your
much?
budget.
You know, like for me, the most important thing, since it's just the 3 of us, is 1 guitar, 1 bass, and the drums. I don't necessarily need like guitarists on one side of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just that. I
I'm-
just don't-
unless you're
for
a keys
sound
player-
quality.
I feel like vocalists and keys players might want a stereo.
Yeah,
I've
I've really been
personally don't
looking into buying a
care
rig.
too much. Like when I get a stereo mix, I'm like, sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think when I get my paycheck from the Grand Prix, I'm gonna pay you for the Night 75 tickets,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go to Guitar Center, and I think I'm gonna get some in-ears, just the ears themselves.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to get. I think I'm gonna get the Shure though. I don't know if I'm gonna get the $100. I might get the $60, not the $100 ones. Which ones do you have?
I have the $100 ones. The
What's
two
the difference between the
215s.
two?
One's better
Yeah, but like, is it worth it better?
to me. Yeah.
Is it
I've never
$40
gotten those.
$40 better.
I've never gotten those. Yes, actually.
I'll have to ask Leland. I'll ask Leland.
Whatever.
I'll text him.
Leland.
He would know. Anyway,
Um.
yeah, I just
Anyway, but all that to say,
yeah.
that output again from like again, let's take a church setting of like that. I've done that before where I have a camera set up in a church and like boom, content. And that's just on top of the stuff you're already doing. So it shouldn't take too much mental power day of
Yeah.
or whatever to set a camera and go. Get a decent angle, make sure it
Yeah.
doesn't sound
And
awful
I
and
guess
go.
for FT Lives here, we technically could film like a day at work or whatever.
Yeah.
Like put the camera up.
That's an
and
idea.
record it a time lapse of like
Okay.
setting up the stage.
But before we go, I want to specifically help you with this because I think you have a lot that you do that
I do
can
so
be
much.
And yeah, exactly. Okay. So you're in the band, you play bass.
More weight and summer belt.
Exactly. So you play bass semi regularly, if not regularly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
You
Oh, I forgot to mention it. Yeah. I don't have my Les
Oh
Paul.
my gosh, we didn't say
I
this
have
at
my
the beginning.
bass behind me today. If you're watching, I have my bass. Yeah.
And I forgot my bass.
This drummer forgot his bass.
I'll bring my I'll bring my next
Maybe
time.
for next season we come up for something that you can have, whether it's like a drum thing or something, or
I'll just bring my bass and a
Okay.
guitar. That guitar I have.
Just bring the bass.
What's wrong with my guitar?
Put this in the middle. Put the bass over there. I'll have my Les Paul over here. I think it's fine. Anyway,
I don't want to bring all. Oh, whatever. Mind. It doesn't matter. You're basically mixing and halfway producing an album with Hannah
and more weights music.
in that. So bass, anything tech, audio, engineering wise, mixing, producing. You also play guitar,
Yep.
and you work here at the Franklin Theater. I don't know. That might be a separate thing because of work crap.
Yeah.
But
That's a whole nother post.
what else do you do? Or is that kind of sum it up
You know, it's basically and the podcast here.
in the podcast? Well, yeah, that's us. We should be doing that.
Kind of it.
So, bass playing, I'd say for that, any recordings you do, say, hey, let's like for the band, not for you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just pop a camera up and go at a rehearsal space, whatever. Just like, and then the caption be like, yo, I'm just rehearsing with the guys. Follow Summer Belt, whatever.
We're about to start tracking the next couple of songs.
There you go.
here in September. So.
When you're with Hannah producing and mixing, just pop a camera as you are going and like just Like 20 seconds of you just like
Yeah.
messing with, like I did that once. One of my posts earlier this year was just me. I recorded like 20
I
seconds.
saw.
Yeah. And it was just me playing. I wasn't even doing anything, but I was like messing with stuff.
Yeah. I've been thinking about doing a little video about,
And you always like
about
noodle.
Logic.
Oh, yeah. See, that's a piece of content.
Because everybody hates Logic, and I know it so well, but not in the sense of like, oh, I came from Pro Tools and now I'm in Logic. Because you can't. Never mind. I won't. It's not. This
That's a whole
conversation.
different. But like stuff like that, where you have knowledge of something or you're doing something,
Yeah.
and you're just like, hey, I want to share this with the public, or like, I don't know, say, hey, this is what I do, and
Yeah.
promote yourself as that thing.
See, now I think it's like the more I think about it, I think it's maybe a personality thing. Because I just have this thing where it's like I don't know.
You don't have to say any words, my man.
No.
If that's the thing.
Let me finish. No, I think I have a hard time thinking that what I'm doing is worth sharing. I think that's maybe what it is.
Why?
I don't know. I just because in this town, so many other people
I was
are
gonna
doing
say
so much.
you. I
more.
was gonna say that was my first thing. I was like, you probably think that there's so many other people doing the exact same thing.
Well, there is
Yeah,
exactly.
there is,
So it's like
But-
standing out. In
but they
that.
aren't you. They aren't you, Brendan.
That's the worst thing I've heard in a while. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I have some posts.
Well, that's the whole thing of like you have to stand out in a crowd of many
Yeah, I think what
and
I'm gonna
doing
do,
it, right?
Since I've in the 4 years that I've been living here, in the 4 calendar years that I've been living here.
You suck.
Now I know, but listen to me. Let me finish. I'm gonna take whether it's 3 or 4. I've been living here
3.
for 4 calendar years.
3.
2020, 2021, 2022.
Finish your statement. It's 3.
And doing like a photo dump for each one of those years, just 10 pictures for each year. Is
Okay.
that a bad idea?
No, that's a good idea. I'm that on the calendar thing. I'm sorry. That's a good idea, but you should probably wait till you should do that now for 3 years because you've been here for 3
Wait
years.
until the end of this year to do this year, to do 2023.
If you want to look
Like,
at it
wait
that
until
way,
December
if
to do
okay,
2023.
if you're looking at it from a calendar year perspective, I can't believe we're back on this stupid thing.
We're back.
if if you're looking at it from a calendar year, then wait till December and do a 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. But if you're doing it on just how many years you've been
I don't
here,
want to wait till December. I want to post like next week.
well then do it for 3 years because you've only been here for 3 years. August to August to August to August. Or was that 3?
August.
August to August to August. That's 3. Shut up. No.
You just did it. You just did it.
This has been the Green Room Podcast.
No,
we're ending
that's
it
not
here.
how we're ending it.
We gotta-
I'm not allowing that to happen. That's not how we're ending this. I'm not letting you end it like that.
Follow us on Instagram,
No.
TikTok. We're
I'm
on
getting my
YouTube.
segment in.
Of what? No, we're done.
I know.
We're done.
Anyway, follow
me on Massimo D Music everywhere.
follow me on Instagram. Hopefully I'll post soon.
Unbelievable. Okay, thanks for listening. If you think
Yeah.
I'm right, leave in the comments because I am right. And it doesn't matter if you think Brendan's right because you're not. All right, ciao.
Peace.